Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome, everyone. I hope you are having a great holiday week, spending time with your family, and it's been a long day for me. I was having the same conversation with pretty much anyone I spoke to over the last few days. It's either how do I set goals in a shifting market, or how do I achieve my goal in this uncertain market we are going into? And the answer for me is always to avoid the major mistakes when it comes to setting your goals and achieving your goals. And now, before I get started, I want to see who is excited for 2023. I see we have quite a few people here. I hope all of you are geared up and excited as I am. Let's see, we are live right now on Facebook, on our private Facebook group for realtors, and on my YouTube channel, and on my IG. So let's see, it's quite a few of you on here right now. Who is excited for 2023? Drop a fire emoji. Drop a fire emoji for me if you are ready to get 2023 over with already. All right, so let's get into it. I created this masterclass actually quite some time back, but never really presented it to anyone other than my team and my consulting clients. So, three major mistakes that can end your 2023 goals before you even get started. Eliminating the guesswork, building momentum, and crushing your goal in this uncertain market. So, what you will learn today in this masterclass is mistake number one: setting imaginary business goals or not setting your goals altogether. Mistake number two: not knowing what to do when your goals not knowing what to do with your goals, or not having a clear plan of action. And mistake number three: not positioning yourself to a system of accountability. Now, you may be wondering what makes me qualified to teach this masterclass. If you don't know me, my name is Saeed Mohsin, a residential real estate broker here in Michigan, and founder of Real Estate Sales Machine Academy, where we help real estate agents, brokers, and team leaders scale their business. I was able to grow my business consistently year over year for the past 9 years, earned over 2.5 million in GCI in the past 5 years alone. I have helped brokers scale brokerage from 22 agents to 150 agents or more, 17 million in sales to over 140 million in sales volume. I have coached agents who have earned over six figures in GCI in their first year working with me. So, reason why I'm mentioning this is that if you are going to learn business planning from someone, you should know that they have scaled their business predictably, and not just business, they have scaled profit year over year. But it wasn't always sunshine and rainbow, right? It sounds great when I put it to you that way. When I first got started, I have also faced the feast or famine hell most real estate agents face year over year. For years, I struggled to consistently grow and achieve my goals when I set goals, right? Even with setting goals, I struggled to achieve my goals. And that is why I decided to do this training live and open to the public, so you don't have to face the same experience, especially the shifting and uncertain market that we are going into. And I want you to crush your goals this coming year without guessing what your goal should be, or not knowing what you need to do to get to your goals. And I hope you find value in this. And now, if you watch this training until the end and implement what you learn, you will be able to get your sales machine business calculator. By the end of this training, I'm going to give away our sales machine business calculator that is designed to plug and play to figure out your business metrics down to daily activities. Another thing, you will also learn how you can copy and paste my business strategy that I developed to scale my business and businesses of agents and brokers we consult. And to make sure you actually take this and implement it to hit your goal this year, you will also be able to book a 15-minute strategy call. If you stay until the end, I will give you the opportunity to set a call with me to take a quick look at your business plan for 2023 and give you my honest advice on your plan. So those of you who are on IG, stick to the end. I'll put it in the comments, the link for you to book a call with me to look into your business plan. So I'm about to share with you the three major mistakes with you. And but before I get into that, I want to explain why you cannot continue to make these mistakes, because we are going into a really uncertain market. With the inflation coming down, a lot of people are right now thinking that they are off the hook and economy is going to start getting better, but in reality it's actually about to get harder before it gets easier. So you really want to make sure you are not one of those who make these major mistakes when it comes to setting business goals and achieving your business goals to scale your business or grow your business. So everything that I have learned, I was able to learn it through my experience of making these same mistakes myself, and through spending thousands on business training and productivity coaches. So through training and coaching agents in my team, brokers that I'm in, and my coaching program. So let me break it down for you. Mistake number one is setting imaginary business goals or not setting your goals altogether. Now, if I know real estate agents because I am one myself, I was one for the last 9 years. You may be thinking right now that setting goals and not achieving it is a negative thing. Or you may be thinking there is no point in setting goals in an uncertain market, which is pretty much what I heard over the last few days, talking to some of these agents that I coach. They are really uncertain about this uncertain market. So they don't even want to set goals, right? So, which is really funny mindset to me, is that a lot of agents in the market, which I was, in the beginning years of my real estate business, but a lot of agents in the market start acting like consumers and want to sit tight until the rates come down. Or or you may be thinking that you lack the resources, the knowledge, the skill set, and experience to achieve any good goals, so you probably don't end up setting goals. So, see, what I got when I got started 9 years ago, like everyone else, I was taught to set goals. But like everyone else, I was setting imaginary goals. What do I mean by imaginary? Imaginary goal is a goal that is disconnected from your potential, your ability, your skill set, or even some cases for some people is disconnected from your past experience. Like everyone else, I was only trying to double or triple my business, which is very common when I talk to agents. What's your business goal for next year? Oh, I want to double my goal, or I want to triple my goal. And I did that because I maybe saw a top producer in the office that set their goal that way, right? My goals had nothing to do with my reality. And when your reality is disconnected from your goals, it starts to show very quickly in a business. You will see the disconnect between your reality and the goal that you set through the year as the years roll in, or definitely by the end of the year for when you look at your end of the year production. So, to make matters worse, like everyone else, I thought to myself, I was a goal oriented person while running myself through feast or famine cycle, always worried where the next deal is going to come from. But thankfully, in my third year, I decided to finally give in and hire my first coach that taught me how to set goals that are real and achievable. I was able to earn my first six-figure year that year and consistently tripled my business every year since then, predictably. Not just, oh, I want to triple my business. I tripled it. The tripling it was the end result. I never set my goal as tripling it, right? It was probably more, but I predictably tripled my business every single year, year over year. So I have developed a business planning method that works like clockwork when it comes to scaling a real estate business, regardless of market condition, regardless of the location you are in. And you will get an opportunity to get this business method I developed and copy and paste it to avoid these mistakes. If you watch the training to the end and you implement what I teach you, you'll be able to create your own vision, mission, purpose for your business. So your why is directly connected to your goal. You will be able to set your 10-5-3-1. I call it 10-5-3-1, which is your long-term and your short-term goals. So your goal is navigating you to through your reality, right? Navigating you to your reality, navigating you to your end goal. And you will learn how to do a SWOT analysis on your business to know what your strength, weakness, opportunity, and threats are for this year specifically, so you can use the resources and skill set that you have already to make your 2023 goals achievable. Now, mistake number two that I see with most agents is not knowing what to do with your goals or not having a clear plan of action. I see there's quite a few people we have on Facebook, and if you are an average real estate agent, right? If you are an average real estate agent, which I was in the past, right? If you any average real estate agents out there usually fail to achieve their goals because they don't internalize what their goal really means in terms of action, or they think just setting a goal or hammering the phone like no tomorrow will magically get them to their goal, or they think they don't have the time to sit down and crunch numbers until the end of dawn to figure out their action plan. See, I realized through my experience in my first initial years, I didn't achieve my goals, not because I failed to set goals, but it was because of my lack in ability to translate my goals into actionable steps that can be executed day to day, week to week, and month to month. To make matters worse, I fell off the track really quickly as the year starts rolling in. By the end of first quarter of the year, my goals were just, scribbled piece of paper sitting on my desk collecting dust. So thankfully for me, my coaches taught me key performance metrics that help me break my goal down to exact measurable activities that can be used to track myself week to week, to keep myself on track and make my business predictable to scale year over year. And I didn't just stop there. Using what I learned and seeing the results that I got in my business and businesses of agents that I coached, I was able to create this business calculator that I talked about earlier, which I will go through on this training right now. Those of you who are on IG, I'm sorry, you can jump on my personal Facebook, or if you are in my private Facebook group, you'll be able to do that. But I want to share my screen and walk you through this business calculator real quick, just to show you how easy it can be to set goals and actually measure your goals into activities. And you'll be able to also break your goals down and understand what plan of action to put in place. And if you, like I mentioned before, if you watch this training until the end, and I know this is going to be recorded, and I'm just going to leave it in my private Facebook group. And if you are watching it live, and you're probably not going to watch the whole thing through, just leave a comment on the video, and I will send you the recording, so that way you can watch this at a better time, maybe if you can watch the whole thing through right now. So if you do watch through the end later, I will tell you how you can get access to this calculator to use it to break down your business goals and understand what plan to put in place. I want to quickly show you guys this calculator so you can do this for your business. Let me share my screen here. All right, that's better. Okay, so quickly, I'm just gonna give you guys a rundown, and when you get this calculator on your own, you'll be able to kind of mess with it yourself and see how it will work out for your business. This is a calculator that I've been developing over time, over the last 2 years, but it's kind of at a phase right now that I can share with people. You just have to copy this and make it your own copy and use this. We use this internally to set goals for our team. And I also share this with my coaching clients that use this day to day. And I actually use the calculator to be able to track their goals and hold them accountable when I'm coaching them. So quickly, I want to walk you through this calculator to show you how it's literally 3 clicks and it will break down your whole goals to conversations, to consultations, to how many clients you would need and how many deals you would need to close and to be able to achieve your goal, right? And how many people do you need to have in your database? And it's just amazing what we were able to achieve and develop over time by working on this. So here, let me make this smaller so I can see this better. I can't see this better. This camera is on the way. All right. Okay. So here is your 2023 goal. What you want to do is plug in your production, your total GCI that you are looking to get to your name. And for example, $375,000 in gross commission income. Company dollars is 5,295. We are part of EXP, and with EXP, there is, you get the cap back for after a certain production. So after you get the cap back, this is pretty much on 375,000. And I'll show you guys how I came up with this. Actually important. A lot of agents that I saw that are in different brokerages that are my coaching clients, the biggest struggle I have with them is they don't know what that dollar amount they're going to be paying their brokerage, right? So when you don't know that, it's usually coming out of your pocket if you're not setting that in your goal. For example, at $375,000 GCI, $5,300 in company dollar, and you can also add your other expenses, excluding marketing. There's a reason for that. I'll show you, walk you through it. Average home price $250,000 comes down to total gross commission income of $380,000. You see how the company dollar is also being accounted for and it's automatically setting it in your goal. So if you get this calculator later from me and you want to use this for yourself, all you have to change is these 3 numbers and this number right here, and the whole math will be done for you. So you don't change anything else unless you need to and you understand what you're doing. So gross commission, average commission per transaction 3% comes up to be total $12.7 million in sales volume. Closing needed, so 50 closings needed, total 51 if you round it up. Clients needed 80% at 80% close rate. So a lot of these KPIs are based on my business and businesses of people that I coach. So you have to know your own KPI and you have to make the changes accordingly. You can mess with the formula here to change the numbers, but we use a conversion rate of 80% from client to closing. So if you do that, so to close 51 deals, you would need 63 clients to make sure that you account for the 20% of deals that fall through, or clients back out, or clients get cold feet, or situations happen. and then you're taking a 65, which is our number, our KPI, 65% close rate from consultation to client. If you do that number, is to get 63 client, you need 98 consultations, and to get 98 consultations, you would need to create 158 good conversation and qualified conversations. So these have to be qualified conversations. It's not just someone random you're walking in the road and you just meet them and talk to them about real estate. These are conversations where they're looking to make a move, and they're approaching you that they're looking to make a move. So you would need 158 qualified conversations. If you're working 48 weeks out of the 52 weeks, that makes it one closing per week, one and a half, two clients per week. You need to acquire two clients per week, two consultations or three consultations per week, and three or four qualified conversations per week. And on the left side here, you can see to make this shift, and I'm not gonna explain everything, because I mean, you can reach out to me if you need explanation on this. How did I come up with the SOI database numbers? But you would need a database of 300 people, and obviously you have to have a robust. If you're gonna generate $375,000 from 300 people database, you need a robust follow-up process and a touch-based system, right? You need a system around following up with these people, and this kind of breaks down how many hours do you need to spend per week on reaching out to these clients just by call. And for cold database, how many people you would need, and it's about 2,500 people for cold database, and just calling to reach out to them, you would need to spend 21 hours. If it's a cold database you're calling, so for those of you who are making cold calls, you would need about 2,500 people you would need to talk to, and you would need to reach out to, and you would have to put a lot of time. But of course, for our coaching clients and agents in my team, we kind of go even further than that and kind of figure out where are these people, what is the most best strategic way for you to get these people, so you can break it down. So anyway, I'm just going to quickly walk through the calendar. So this is a calculator to calculate all of your brokerage fees. So for example, this is for our brokerage. So if you are going to use it and you're in a different brokerage, so if you're in EXP, you don't have to change anything. If you're in a different brokerage, you would have to make some changes here, these numbers, because because obviously your fees are different. But as far as if you're in EXP, you got 50 transactions at $250,000 sales volume, you would make 375,000 gross commission income. Out of the 375,000 gross commission income, all the fees that we have, monthly fees, the transaction fees, the cap, $16,000 cap, all of it together, you would have paid EXP by the end of the year a total of $25,000. So your gross commission income comes down to $349,000. But you're getting, in EXP, we get stock incentive for production. You're getting so again, another thing to be noted here, because we are EXP, we have revenue share possibility. So it's extra income. It gets our money back, the money that we pay to the brokerage. So if let's assume this person attracted 3 agents to EXP, he would get, so his total stock revenue share, which is three-year vested stocks, would be $17,000. So they're getting $17,000 back that would be vested for 3 years. It's kind of like considered savings in our sense, and they would get minimum $2,400 in cash revenue. So it really takes down, if you do the math, all the calculation is already built in. It takes down your contribution to brokerage $5,200, and that's how this number came about right here, $5,200. So you can use this calculator, mess with it, change it for the fees on your brokerage, but it is the most crucial step of the process, is to understand exactly how much you put out to your brokerage, so you can build that into your goal. A lot of times I have seen in the past, and I have done it myself, where I set a goal for 100,000, and by the time I take out the broker fee and all these miscellaneous fees, it comes down to $60,000, right? So you don't want to be in that position and get discouraged in setting goals altogether. You want to know your numbers, and you can mess with it if you're in a brokerage outside of EXP, but if you're in EXP, you don't have to change anything. So with that, I'm just gonna move forward. This is a revenue share calculator I have. This is actually my goal. I have a goal of attracting 1,100 agents through my team and partnerships and brokerage, and it kind of like breaks down what is the true potential of getting total, 50 people in my front line and all the other lines, and a total 1,200 people. That's my goal for 10 years. By the end of 2030, that would be my end goal. And the true potential, the full potential, meaning if all of those 1,100, 1,200 people, which is almost impossible, actually completed their cap with the brokerage, which is $16,000, my yearly revenue would be $2.9 million. It's kind of over the top if I'm expecting that all 100% of my agents will reach cap. But a good rule of thumb is to consider one third of those agents will, because 25% of agents are successful, and our cap is at $2.6 million sales volume. So it's not a very hard thing to do. So if I consider that I'm getting close to $1 million in passive cash income. So if you're an EXP, you can use this to set your 10-year goal with this calculator. And if you are not an EXP, I mean, you can use it for maybe Rio and any other brokerage that has revenue share or profit share model. But you will have to mess with the calculator. I didn't build this calculator, so I'm not gonna even go over how you can do that. You would have to figure that out on your own. But if you're EXP, you can use it. So now something else we have built, because we are so heavy. I have been over the past 5 years very heavy in automating my lead generation, right? So I didn't over the past 9 years, probably maybe for 6 months, I cold called. Even right now we have ISAs who do the cold calling. So I didn't spend time on generating leads because I always figured a way to spend money to automate my lead generation. So if this is really built for my coaching clients and my agents and my team, where you can plug in your numbers and it would give you, these numbers are not right compared to the numbers here. So if you, all you have to do is change these numbers around a little bit. But when you do that, it's pretty much the same thing as the numbers before. But on this one, it gives you, it has a 2% close rate. So this is considering you're generating leads on social media platforms. So secondary market database, not Zillow. You can use it for Zillow too. All you have to do is change the conversion rate to maybe 5 or 7, or whatever KPI you have for your Zillow lead conversions. And you would have to change this number, $5 per lead, to something drastic. Like, it depends on your market and your zip code. But I have seen in my experience, I haven't used Zillow leads since the beginning of 2020. But in my experience, I have seen Zillow cost back then. So now it's probably more expensive, and it also depends on the zip code. It's about $100 to $150. So if you are using Zillow leads and you want to calculate your marketing dollars, you can do that here. And this calculator will not only, once you plug these numbers in, all you have to do is change these, right? And if you have a different close rate, right, or if you have a different dollar amount per lead, you just got to change those in the formula, and it would give you and of course, for us, we use messenger bots to do our nurturing and automation on our follow-up. So if you are in my if you get in my coaching program, you would get the follow-up, and there is a cost to it because of the text messages and emails that are automatically being sent out. But anyway, in our system, it would cost you $14,000 to come up with 2,293 people, 93 leads for your whole year to achieve your goal, right? And if you do that, it would cost you $14,000, which is a 14 times. Actually, I'm just gonna, because I always like doing things the right way. So I'm just gonna change these numbers around, copy this. Oh, just to see what it actually is. I would love to. I like to keep everything consistent. So all I have to do is change these three numbers. So it's actually $15,000, and you would get a 24 times return on your investment of the money into. So to me, it's a no-brainer. My time is worth more than money, and if I have figured out a way to generate leads through social media platforms, and it's like a vending machine. I'm putting money in, getting leads out, and I have a system and a strategy around converting those leads. That's worth more money than to me than going out there cold calling and door knocking and cold prospecting and begging for business and sponsoring events and hosting events. That requires a lot of time. So that's just my thought process. But if you get this calculator, you'll be able to adjust it based on your lead source, your conversion rate, your yeah. Okay. I see some people commenting in the Facebook IG live, but whatever lead source you are using, you can actually change things around. And if you need help doing that, just let me know. And if you want this calculators, make sure to drop a comment. Or if you want the recording to this video, make sure to drop a comment, and I'll send you the recording and I'll send you the calculator, so that way you can use this calculator for your goals. And there's another thing we have built in here, and it's really we still have to develop this more. I haven't done really a master class on finance management. So after you get all your money, where do your money go, right? So 375,000. So where do you allocate your money, and how do you keep your money, right? So we have this calculator will automatically tell you what your living cost should be at the earning of 375,000, what your savings and investments should be, and what your taxes would be, right? It's a really high number. I think it's a 30%. Yeah, I mean, for me, honestly, for my personal one, I do. So I'll just up this one and lower this one. So 20% in taxes, and how much money you would put back into your business. So as I showed you in the marketing calculator and generating leads, you can only spend $15,000. But actually, what you should be doing, based on business coaches and gurus out there, and all of the affluent uh, 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 business or entrepreneurs out there who are spending 10% to 30% of their money investing back into their business, so they can grow their business faster than just spending sweat equity over time, right? So anyway, this is the calculator that we developed, which is pretty much makes your business planning as easy as clicking three buttons, right? So I showed you all you have to change here is these three. And of course, if you have the right skill set and you have the right training, you can probably easily meet these KPIs. But if you have a different KPI and you know it, you can adjust them. If not, just keep it as is, and it should give you a rough idea of how many conversations you need to have, how many consultations you need to have per week, how many clients you need per week, and how many closings you need per week, to be able to keep yourself on track yourself. And all right, let's look at this. Oh. All right, so I'm gonna get into the mistake number 3, and we are almost getting to the time of getting done here. But I want to just make sure that you have access to the calculator that I just been through, because it made not only my life easier when I put it together, but it made my business easier. I was able to completely step out of production and not have to produce anymore, because I handed this to people to make their job easier, their business easier, right? And be able to achieve their goals. And by helping others achieve their goals, I achieve my personal business goals. So if you stay until the end of the training, or leave a comment in the video, I will send you the access to the calculator. And I'm giving this away for free, because I know how long it took me to do all these numbers. even after I learned how to do the numbers, right? Everyone knows how to do the numbers, but even after I learned the numbers or how to do the numbers from my coaches, and I know how lazy we can get as real estate agents from training and coaching agents in my team and my coaching program. So I want to give this away to you guys for free for you to be able to utilize it and just make your goal setting, eliminate all the guesswork, make your goal setting easy and simple and efficient so you don't have to spend a whole lot of time. Now, let's talk about mistake number 3, and which is, in my opinion, the ultimate killer of all dreams ever dreamt, right? That's just my opinion. I think not positioning yourself to a system of accountability is the reason why I believe most people fail to achieve any goal they set, any dream they dream, right? So, I know a lot of people may be wondering right now that how do these top producing agents put up astronomical numbers year over year while you are having to beg for business or discount your commission just to get hired. Or you may think you don't have the tech advantage like they do. Or you may think you need to win the lottery to be able to afford the lead generation cost to have any real chance at hitting your goal. See, when I got myself around coaches, I learned most of the external factors I was giving most of the credit to really didn't matter. Having to be worried about market conditions, the interest rates, or other agents taking my business, even worse, Zillow taking over the market and my sphere of influence. To make matters worse, I was chasing shiny object after shiny object, looking for that next breakthrough or the next level slick way of scaling my sales. We are all looking for shortcuts, and that's pretty much where I was. Heck, when I really gave in, and I'm like, you know what, I'm tired of having to figure it out myself, and I'm going to hire my coach. When I did that, my real expectation, if I'm really honest, was that they will teach me this new way of generating business out of nothing that I don't know about. Maybe there is something out there that these top level teams and brokers are using, right? And that was my mindset when I was hiring the coach. I wasn't really hiring the coach to really help myself. I was looking for that shortcut. But thankfully, I found with my experience I have had, it all comes down to positioning yourself to a system of accountability. See, this is the missing puzzle to everyone's unfulfilled dream. For every unachieved goal, there is a lack in accountability or a system around accountability. With the help of my coaches, I jumped from $60,000 in GCI to over $150,000 in GCI without changing a single thing in my business in the first year I was coaching with them, without adding a lead source, all from just being in the environment of accountability. Very quickly, I saw when I was on a coaching call, I remember this very clearly, where there are agents just like me struggling with the same struggles as mine, or agents who are killing it in a down market. I was more geared towards making progress and holding myself accountable just because I placed myself in a system of accountability. Being in the environment or having someone hold you accountable to your action plan once you set a goal is what makes it all possible. Once I understood that, I didn't just stop there. I developed a whole strategy for tracking so I can truly leverage the power of accountability. I didn't want to leave anything to chance. Once I got to my coaches, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stop this guesswork. I'm not going to leave things to chance. especially when I decided to step out of production and rely on other agents to produce deals, right? I really needed to have a system of accountability. So by doing this, I was able to put agents in the team through this to get them over six figures commission in their first year with me. These are agents who were thinking about giving up real estate at the wake of COVID. And I want to extend an opportunity for you to put yourself to a level of accountability for your 2023 business goal, regardless if you are feeling confident about your goal or have no clue where you are going to land next year. If you want, if you have watched this so far, I want you to, comment below in the section where you will see a link. If you're interested in a 15-minute strategy call, you will see a link. I'll post a link in the comment to my calendar to book a call for 15 minutes with me. And of course, I won't be able to take more than 4 or 5 people. I don't have that much time in the day, so I will take down the link as soon as I get 4 or 5 people. But I want to do this as an experiment, that if I put all this knowledge out there and completely free, there is no obligation, there is no signing up for anything. You All we will do when we get on this call, and I also want to make sure that I clarify this, you will have to watch this video and kind of take yourself through this process. Use the calculator, make sure to use the calculator, so I can refer to it quickly and we don't have to manually do your numbers when we get on this call. But what we will be able to do is really come, when you really come prepared to this call, we will be able to give you an honest feedback and maybe even give you some of our secrets as far as action plans, give you some of our point of view on what you are thinking for your business. So when we get on this call, we will be able to go over your business plan, your key performance metrics, and your action plan to achieve your goal for 2023. And there are so many things that are, when I every day when I'm talking to agents out there who are we are talking about goals and their action plans and what can you, how can you make your goal into a reality. There's so many factors and different people are different. So even if you have set goals, it's important that you have a coach or a mentor looking over your goals, and that factor of accountability is there. It's not only a matter of, oh, I plugged my number in and I know my goal, right? How are you going to put that into action? What is the best strategy for your market? Is it direct mail marketing? Is it networking? Is it cold calling? Is it Facebook leads? Is it Zillow leads? Is it, what are you going to exactly do? And what year are you in your production? What skill sets you have? All of those things come into play. So if you're interested in the call, go ahead and book the call before I take the link down. I'll take in 4 or 5 people maybe before I take the link down. So go ahead and book the call before the spots are gone, and take the time out to fill out. There is an application that you fill out, like, what's your business goal and all of that. Where have you, why haven't you met your goal in the past and stuff like that. Make sure you fill in the details so I can really assess your business in the 15-minute that we will have together. And I hope you took something away from this training. I will be doing these small segments of training throughout the coming year to bring you value to your business. And if you are not yet part of our private Facebook group, if you're on IG, you can go on my link on my bio. If you're on Facebook, you can go on my link on my bio, and you will see the private, I don't know what it's called, private Facebook community for or 7 figures business community, or 7 figures success community for realtors and brokers. If you want to, take advantage of these small segments of trainings I will do. I hope you take this training. And if you're just coming across and finding this video now, make sure you comment in the video on IG, if you're on IG, that you want the recording, and I'll send you the recording. Is completely free. Again, the business calculator also I went through before. If you want to utilize the calculator, I can send you the calculator. All you have to do is drop in the comment you want the calculator or you want the recording to this video. And I'll leave the comment for my calendar link. It's actually in my link in my bio, but I'll leave the blah, blah, blah. I can't talk, it's too late. If you want to set up the link, I'm going to, once I get off this live, I don't have a way to get the link right now, but once I get off this live, I'm going to post the link to my calendar. And it books fast. Every time I did this, it always books fast. So make sure you get on there, book the fill in the details, book the call. And when you come to the call, though, make sure you have done your math and you have done your planning. This is not a call where I'm going to go through setting your business plan. No, I don't have that much time. It's only a 15-minute call. I'm just going to review what you did, what you have, and ask you a couple questions and see if there is an advice I can give you. And I'm going to take it down as soon as I get 4 or 5 calls. All right. Thank you, everyone, for, I see quite a few of you have attended so far, and I hope you benefited. And if you have anything, any topic you want to learn about, drop it in the comments again, that whatever topic you want me to cover. If I don't know the topic, I have people, I have connections that I can bring them on here and give you guys the value. Again, join the private Facebook group community that we have for realtors and brokers. And that's where most of these stuff will go on as we go into the new year. You guys have a great new year. I hope you guys are my fans in IG. I hope you guys are taking advantage of this free time, spending time with your family, getting rest, getting ready for 2023. I am excited. Again, if you are ready for 2023, drop a fire emoji for me on the comment, and I will see you in the next video.